Spencer Lewis here for Inside Track TV. We're post-race in the Thunder Car division here at the Sauble Speedway Dash for Cash, and a huge win, another big race win for the number 89 car representing Sunset Speedway. It's Shawn Chenoweth, and Shawn, it took a little while for the hot rod to get going, but once you were free and clear into the lead, you ran away with this one.
Yeah, it was. We took a few laps there to get the tires hot and get things rolling, but I kind of sat there in second for a while, just hoping for a lap car to come, and it all worked out. And I'm pretty sure we're out of tires at the end, but still was able to hold the 8 car off and got the victory.
Now, you've run the same set of tires on this car all season long?
Every race we've been to with this car, we've run these tires. They've got around 1,200 laps on them.
Now, you've been sort of moonlighting as a super stock or Thunder Car competitor when the OSCAAR Tour allows, and as a part-timer, I mean, you have a feature win at Flamborough, you had the second place finish at the Chase for the Colors at Peterborough, you won the 100-lap dash at Delaware, and now you're a Dash for Cash winner here at Sauble. That are sort of some impressive statistics for a part-time competitor. Yeah,
this car is really hooked up, and these things are pretty much the most fun to drive out of anything. I mean, they're a handful every lap, and you got to wheel them. That's just a good class to run.
Now, Matt Mulholland's been around a little while, but I guess you guys don't get to really share the same track too often. Is that the first time you've had a really good battle with the defending Sauble champion?
Actually, the last Sunset 50-lapper, me and him went at it for 5th, and then last year at Frostfest, or 2 years ago, I went at it with him for the win.
Now, your regular ride with the OSCAAR Super Late Model Tour, you had a bit of a rough start to the season. Then it looked like the car was working well. How happy are you with the program right now?
That car's been really fast everywhere we go. Luck hasn't been on my side. At Barrie, we were fast, probably the fastest car there, I think. And we got a flat on lap 1, and then we went to Sunset, and we got a flat at lap 30, led half the race. We were out front sailing there. Ran pretty good here, ran 3rd, and then went up to Mossport. That wasn't not worth talking about. And we went to Peterborough last week, and we were going for the lead on lap 29, and things got out of hand, I guess. Didn't work out. My car's at home crashed, and George Wilson's probably laughing about it.
Now, speaking of George Wilson, is there a history there between you two? Because I know that you had just come back to the tour, and this is George's first full season with the OSCAAR Tour. Was there any existing animosity between you two?
No, there's no history there, and there's probably going to be no, I don't know what you should say, nothing in the future to happen either. To me, it was a racing deal. I mean, I was under him. I thought I was under him. If his spotter didn't tell him I was under him, well, then he needs to talk to his spotters, not to me. And end of the day, I took the rad, front fenders, everything out of my car, and his car finished the race, so I don't understand why he'd be too pissed off.
I guess rivalries aren't too bad for the OSCAAR Tour, especially you don't want things to get stale, and definitely the Chenoweth Wilson feud could be good because you guys are both fan-friendly drivers. You're exciting as hell to watch, that's for sure. The super stock, it seems as though you're able to run well almost anywhere you go with it. Is there a track that the OSCAAR is better on than anywhere else?
The Super Late's really good at Sunset, and it's really good at Peterborough, but it kind of shows, because those 2 tracks I've run more than anywhere else that class runs. Like, if we went to Flamborough, I'm sure we'd be a rocket, whereas Sunset, I've run a little bit with this car, got some laps. In Peterborough, I love that track. You just manhandle everything around there, it doesn't matter what you're driving.
Now, you're coming out of the world of pro late model racing, where you had a phenomenal season a couple of years back where you won everything there was to win. You won everything at Flamborough, Grisdale Triple Crown champ, Oktoberfest champion, Autumn Colors Classic champion. I mean, if you had to point to one thing that you've accomplished so far in your career, what would outweigh anything else? I mean, what's the one premier accomplishment you've got so far in short track racing?
I'd say the race that outweighs anything would be the Autumn Colors at Peterborough 110 lapper. We led every lap. That just... Nobody does that. I mean, that's something probably no one will do. If I'd give it all away to get an OSCAAR win, though, any day of the week, I'd give everything away just to get one OSCAAR win. Then I've won. If I can win there, I've won in every asphalt car I've driven.
Now, I know that you still have a pretty busy schedule heading into the back half of 2012. You guys are hoping to make every OSCAAR race. What's the super stock schedule looking like now that you're one of the guys to beat in this division, even though you're only running part-time? Where can we see this car next?
You'll see it next, I think it's next week on Wednesday at Sunset for a special. And then anytime we're off with OSCAAR, I like to try to make the Sunset. Things haven't worked out where we've had to work on the other car. I mean, I got a ton of great sponsors on board, but still money's always an issue when you're trying to do 2 programs. It's just, probably Sunset, you'll see this car more than anywhere, and then Autumn Colors again, the Flamborough specials at the end of the year, and that's about it with this one.
Who are those sponsors that made things possible for you in 2012?
I got to send a big thanks out to Automotive Truck and Tire. He helps me out every year, no matter what. London Recreational steps up in a big way. KR Communications. Premium Plus, X-West carriers, Boider systems, transaxle parts. I got so many. I'm probably forgetting somebody. They're all great helps, and they've all been they've carried over year to year. So I can't thank them enough.
Shawn, phenomenal performance here tonight. Best of luck the rest of the way, and I'm thinking this is probably not going to be the last time we talk to you, because it seems though you're heating up right when it counts.
I won't quit with this car until we can win a race at Sunset Speedway. We've been close, but we haven't won one yet.
There you have it, folks. He's your Dash or Catch winner here tonight amongst a slew of other big Super Stock wins, and he's knocking on the door to Super Late Model Victory Lane. It's Shawn Chenoweth.